Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Merry Thriftmas day number 16. Currently sitting outside of Goodwill. I am about to head in and see what I can find. So if you're new here, welcome. My name's Jenna. I'm a full-time reseller. I sell on the Poshmark app, and I've been doing Thriftmas this month where I've been thrifting every single day until Christmas. So hit the subscribe button if you want to follow along on my journey. So today, like I said, sitting outside of Goodwill. This is one I haven't been to yet during Thriftmas, and I actually haven't been here in at least a month. Last time I was here, I found some really cool vintage dresses that are still listed in my Poshmark closet. Sometimes vintage takes a little bit longer to sell because you have to wait for that right buyer to come along, but they were really, really cool finds. So I'm gonna go inside and bring you in and let's see what we can grab. Heading inside Goodwill, and it's a beautiful day out, so hopefully I can get through shopping pretty quickly and maybe take my dog to the dog park. So when I go in, the first thing I always do is grab a cart because hopefully, fingers crossed, we find lots of stuff and fill up the cart, and it's just easier than carrying stuff around. And lately I've been starting shopping by going to the shoe section. I just feel like the shoe section is a good starting point, and yeah, I don't know, I feel like if I'm gonna find anything in the shoe area, I gotta find it right away because there's a lot of competition in that area. So with shoes, a lot of times, I've mentioned this before, I'm just feeling to feel if anything is leather or good quality, and then I'll take a look at the brand. So like that one I thought might have been leather, but it wasn't anything I was interested in. And yeah, I always look at boots first too. And then walking through, I did spot this pair of mint green leather fry shoes. However, it looked like someone's dog got to them and chewed up the back of them. So unfortunately, I had to pass. And then again, just looking for anything that catches my eye. Spotted something on the bottom. Gotta always look at the bottom shelf. It's some velvet flats, really good condition. Decided that this is something I want to look at. More shoes, lots of heels. I don't do particularly well with heels or pumps, so I don't usually pick up a lot of them unless they're a little more trendy or like a block heel or something that's a little more chunky. Like that I looked at because it was chunky, but I think those are a little out of style. They were some Steve Madden shoes. Okay, headed over to the bags. I love a good handbag. Just again, feeling for anything that's good quality. That was a sports sack, which I sometimes sell, but it was really dirty. Looking for anything leather or unique. This store didn't have the biggest handbag selection, so I was through it pretty quickly and I didn't grab anything. Okay, always look at belts as well, and here are just a bunch of plain belts, nothing that really excited me. Moving on. And I think I went to start at like sweaters and jackets and things like that. Started on the end. This Pixley jacket caught my eye, so I did put that in my cart. Just continuing to look through. That was a Hunter for Target jacket. I don't pick up a lot of Target collaboration pieces. Some of them can be worth something, so I guess it's important to know which ones are, but the Hunter for Target is pretty recent. I don't think it's really worth much. Again, just looking at sweaters. A lot of them are kind of plain or brands I wasn't interested in. This was a Madewell sweater. It did look a little worn, so I put it in my cart to look at it more later. Long sleeve tops, another one of my favorites. The embroidery on that caught my eye, and then I looked at the tag. It's actually We the Free by Free People. Free People is one of my favorites. T-shirt sections always. Panic at the Disco I don't always pick up. I do see them a lot. This next shirt said Dating a Vampire is a Pain in the Neck. It's by Chaser, but it was old and pretty worn. Lots of plain tees. Ooh, Rolling Stones. You know, I grabbed that one. There's another area of bags in my Goodwills, and it's usually in the back corner. They're more like tote bags and travel bags and things like that, but you never know what you're going to find. I've found Kavu backpacks back there and just little, I don't know, good little totes and reusable bags that sometimes will sell. So I always look through for anything unique and interesting. Wandering back to look through my purchases, I see this little hashtag light up sign. It was only like $4, but I really didn't need that. I couldn't think of anywhere I would put it, so I passed on it. And then here is my cart of what I did pick up, and I'm about to go through and decide what I want to pass on, and I'm going to share with you guys why I passed on these items. So first up is this dress. It's by Cloth & Stone. I feel like I have a broken record when I say this, but Cloth & Stone doesn't sell well for me, so I passed just because it was a little plain. I did like this Tupac tee. I liked the colors. It's by Bravado, but it was really faded and had a lot of wash wear, so I decided to pass on it. Next is an Anthropology cardigan, and it was just a knit, almost blazer style cardigan by Sparrow from Anthropology. There were a lot of snags and wear, and I didn't feel like it was worth my time to fix it up and sell it. And then this is a star print button down. I did love the print on it. I love my star prints. It's by Rails, which Rails doesn't sell as well for me as it used to, so I pass a lot of times, and that had a lot of wash wear. If it didn't, I probably would have picked it up because of the print. And then here's that Madewell cardigan we saw earlier, and again, it just had a lot of wash wear. It also looked shrunk to me, or shrunken, so I passed based on that because I could have sweater shaved it, but I felt it was a little bit too small. And then I did like this Columbia shirt that said "Go Outside Now." I loved the colors, but it had a ton of wash wear, so I passed on it for that reason. And then the next item is this white tank top, which is kind of plain. It was just like an oversized drapey top. It is by Free People. That's why I grabbed it. It's We the Free by Free People, but I thought it wouldn't sell for that much, and it would also be kind of hard to show in photos, so I passed on it for that reason. And then the final item is this Rails striped top. Again, Rails doesn't sell that well for me, and this one had some wash wear as well. I think it was from the same person as the other Rails top. Here's today's haul. It actually ended up being all tops, and here's the first one. It's a graphic tee. It's got this mouth graphic with a lotus flower in it, and the brand is called Life Clothing Co. They're actually an online boutique. I've sold some of their stuff before. It has pretty good resale value. People definitely look for it, so I picked this shirt up. I'm going to probably list it at $25. Next is a graphic band tee. It's the Beatles. I love the mustard yellow color. It's by Junk Food. This square Junk Food tag is actually the one that is the Target collaboration. The regular Junk Food that goes for a little bit more is like a skinny tag, and this one's a size medium. This one I did notice after I got it home, there's like a tiny hole from where they put the tag. They didn't put it in the seam, so it made a little hole, but I'll probably list this one a little lower, like 15 to 18 for that tee. Next t-shirt, another band tee. It is Naughty by Nature with the baseball bat. It's striped. This is a really high quality t-shirt. This brand is called 11 Paris. So there's the tag, 11 Paris. It's a size medium. This is a men's size. They sell this brand at Nordstrom and different boutiques and things like that. So this one I'll probably list at $25. This next graphic tee is probably my favorite. If I didn't have a million Rolling Stones tees, I would probably keep this one. But it's just a super soft, oversized t-shirt with the Voodoo Lounge Tour graphics. I love all the flags on the like classic tongue logo, and it is a size extra large. It is a men's extra large, but I would wear this like super oversized and casual. Probably list that one at $25 as well. Next is a Britney Spears graphic tee. I found a Britney Spears tank top the other day. That one sold pretty quickly. This one is just a regular t-shirt style, and it is an extra large. So it's a men's extra large, but again, you could just wear that oversized. I'll list that one at $25 as well. The next shirt, I love the color on it. It's not coming across 100% on camera, but it is more of that like ochre kind of rust color, and it has these nice puff sleeves. It is by Madewell, and it's a size extra small, and this one is a little more plain. I'll probably list it around like $22 or so. The next t-shirt is Heather Blue, and it has these cool retro stripes on the sleeves, and it's by Marine Layer, which Marine Layer, their stuff is a little expensive. This is a men's size small, and I picked it up just based on the style. I think it looks like something that would go with my closet, but I've only sold it I think once before, so I'm gonna have to look up comps on this one. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna list at, but I'm assuming probably around 20 to 25. Okay, this next shirt is Blondie, and it's got the Eat to the Beat graphic on the front, and it's a little more of like an oversized tunic top. It's a women's cut. It has these little half sleeves, and this one is by a brand. It's called Lyric. So it's Lyric by Blondie, and it's a size large. This one I might list a little higher at like $30 just because it does have a little more going on. It also has these like slits on the bottom, so it just makes it a little more stylish. The next tee is a Starbucks by Lady Gaga collaboration tee. It's for the Starbucks Pride, or I think it was for this previous year. So the front says all together now. I love the colors they used on this. It's super soft. And then the back has the Lady Gaga quote, "Don't you ever let a soul in the world tell you that you can't be exactly who you are." So I really like that. I just think it's a nice t-shirt. That one I'll probably list at $25. And then onto some long sleeve tops. So I found this Free People top. I believe this is actually a more recent Free People top because this is the newer We the Free tag, We the Free by Free People. It's a size medium. I'm gonna show you the older one in a second. But yeah, this one is just like a lightweight thermal top, and it's got all this embroidery. It has the Henley placket, and then it also has thumb holes. So I thought that was a nice touch. Oh, and I'll probably list that one around $35. So this next Free People top is also a We the Free by Free People, and this is the older We the Free tag with the little metal logo plate. This one's a size large. I still picked this up even though there is a newer tag, just because Free People stuff is kind of timeless. So this is another Henley style shirt. It's got all the mismatched buttons, which is cool. Some lace cut out, and then it's striped and long, and just a good classic Free People top. I'll probably list that at $35 as well. Okay, and then a couple of sweatshirts. This first sweatshirt says cheers in a bunch of languages, and it is like a striped gray and black color, and it's by J. Crew Factory. The two little dots means it's factory. It's a size small. I'll probably list this at $25. I thought this next sweatshirt was a cool find. So it's actually from Kittenish, which is a boutique in Nashville. So it's just Kittenish Nashville. It's their logo on the front, and it is a bright neon pink. Like, it's kind of coming across on camera, but it's super bright, really soft inside. It's a size large, and it's just like that oversized kind of fit. I think I saw one that recently sold on Poshmark for like $38, so I'll probably list this one around $35 to $40. And the next item is this plaid flannel shirt, and it's almost more like a jacket, but I think it's still a shirt because it's kind of thin, but it's got the fleece lining all throughout. So even the sleeves have the fleece lining, which is really nice. And it is by LL Bean, and it's a women's size small. So again, you could wear it open like a jacket, or you could just button it up and wear it as a shirt. And I really like the color combination. This looks pretty much brand new. It looks like it's never been worn. Probably I'm gonna list that around $35. And then the final item I have is a sweater. The final clothing item is a sweater from Anthropology. It is by Sleeping on Snow. It's a size medium, although this is a little fitted. It might actually fit a small better, or you can wear it just more fitted as a medium. And it's just a zip up cardigan sweater. It has some pockets on the front, and then what is really fun is the back of it has these little bobbles and just a textured knit design. So I'm probably gonna list this one at $40. Here's the final thing in my haul. It's a pair of shoes, and they are pointy toe pink velvet flat. Perfect for the holidays. They have these little jewel embellishments and studs, and they honestly look barely worn. They're by Circus by Sam Edelman, which I believe is Sam Edelman's like diffusion line, so it's a little bit more affordable and maybe even a little more like trendy. And the nice thing about these shoes is they are size 13, which I feel like I don't see very often, and I'm sure that's something that's desirable, women's size 13 in a style that is like cute and trendy, and yeah, perfect for the season. So I'll probably list these around $30 to $35. I'm gonna look up comps because I'm not exactly sure how much this Sam Edelman line kind of retails for, so we'll go from there. Okay, back home from today's thrifting trip. I hope you enjoyed seeing that and my haul. Found a lot of graphic tees today, and that store was super crowded. So I've been filming these videos like a day in advance just to give myself a little time to get everything like edited and on to the next video. And today that I'm filming this is a Sunday, even though you're seeing it on a Monday. And I actually typically don't source on Sundays like before I did Thriftmas, just because in Georgia, that's when the color changes, the color of the week, and every single week one color is 50% off, and Sunday's the first day that color is 50% off, and it can just be like absolute craziness in the store because people are going in looking specifically for that color because that's the day when there are the most tags that color. And for me, me, while it's great to get things on sale, I don't necessarily like have to get them on sale. Like I usually pick out the newest things at the store because I'm there so frequently. So I typically avoid Sundays just because it is so crazy. There's so many people. There was like kids running around. There was stuff on the floor. Like it just gets, I don't know, a hot mess in Goodwill. So today was, yeah, a little crazy. I did get some footage, I know, and I found some good stuff, but it's definitely an experience. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing today's haul. I do want to answer some questions, and I actually read both of the questions I think today in YouTube comments, and I didn't screenshot them. So I'm sorry if I'm not calling out your username, but just know that I did see these comments within YouTube. Okay, so the first question I saw was asking about my streams of income, because in a question I answered previously the other day, I said although Poshmark was my only reselling platform, I do have other streams of income, and they wanted to know what my other streams of income were. So my streams of income all like relate back to reselling, but reselling on Poshmark is my main source of income, and then I obviously do make some money from YouTube. It's a very small amount because I'm still a small fish, I guess you could say, in the big pond. While I do make some money here from YouTube, it's nice because, you know, I put time and effort and energy into these videos. So that's one stream of income for me, and then another one is affiliate links or affiliate marketing. So when I refer products to people or suggest things that I use and I send them a link or share an affiliate link, I do make a small commission on those items as well. I put all that info in my description, talking about at the bottom how you purchasing through my links helps to support me and continue to make videos and things like that. It doesn't cost you any extra money, but it's nice because it's my opinion, I guess, that's recommending those items to you, so I do make money from that. And then not having to do with reselling and stuff like that, I also have some financial investments as far as stocks and things like that, just to help me save for the future. So I have, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4 current revenue streams, and I'm probably looking to add at least 1 or 2 more. I feel like I read somewhere that having 6 streams of income is pretty common for someone that is self-employed or like an entrepreneur. I don't necessarily consider myself an entrepreneur. I consider myself more like a small business owner, but I guess that's besides the point. So I have a few different streams of income, and someone did ask me on Instagram, I saw this the other day, it's Kelsey, K-H-E-L-L-S-E-Y sells. She asked, could you live off your YouTube earnings only? And the answer is no. So like I touched on before, YouTube is just like a very small percentage, and I would say like 75% of my income comes from my reselling on Poshmark. So that's just like my main income and how I support myself. I could not support myself only on YouTube. I know there's people out there that do it, and who knows, maybe one day in the future, but I've only had this channel I think for like 2 years now. I've been making videos a little more consistently. So I'm trying to grow it, but it's not like my main source of income, and nor do I think it ever will be. But hopefully that answers your question. And then the other question that I saw in comments the other day is someone that was asking about, you know, how does someone in this line of work plan financially for their future? And I think that's really important and something to think about, because when you're at a traditional job, a lot of times you can just contribute to your 401k through your paycheck, and it just automatically goes in, and you kind of don't have to think about it. It's a lot different when you're self-employed, because you have to actively set that money aside and put it somewhere in order to save it. It just doesn't go automatically. And there's a couple ways you can do it. So I do highly suggest, I always mention this, getting either an accountant, well definitely an accountant, but also potentially talking to a financial advisor. I have 2 financial advisors, just so I can make sure that I'm set up for success in the future. But there's a couple different ways you can save for retirement when you are self-employed, and you can contribute to a Roth IRA. And then there's something else that my accountant actually told me about when I first started doing reselling or working for myself, and that is a SEP. And the SEP, I'm pulling it up because I want to make sure that I get what it stands for correct, because I'm not a financial expert. But a SEP stands for Simplified Employee Pension IRA, or SEP IRA, which it's a type of IRA that you can contribute to, and there is a limit each year how much you can contribute, which your accountant can let you know. And it's something that you can do to save your money for the future. And then also it's really nice because You can use it for employee benefits as well, employee like retirement benefits if you have employees. I currently don't have employees, but it's nice to know in the future if I do hire someone that I can offer them retirement benefits as well by having a SEP IRA. So you can Google it, you can look into it, you can contact an accountant or a financial advisor, but those are two ways that I save for the future. And then also, like I mentioned before, just investing in the stock market and things like that, which can be a little bit riskier, but I have a lot of family that has a lot of experience in the stockbroker financial world, so I speak with my fam a lot. But that is pretty much it for today's question. So went down a little bit, I guess, more serious of a path today with talking a little bit about finances. I know it can be kind of a taboo subject or something that's a little harder to talk about, and it's hard to, tell people what to do with their money, or this is how much you're gonna make, or this is how much you should save, because really that's something that's personal and up to you to decide. But hopefully I can just shed a little bit more insight into, I guess, some areas that people might not think about as resellers, and maybe I'll explore that more in the future on my channel. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video, thrifting haul, my little Q&A, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in tomorrow's video for day number 17. Bye guys.